What is going on, all my fellow nerds and geeks? I have a pretty cool episode today. Some massive throwbacks, actually, in this episode. Some cool stuff came out at the HQ I was able to pick up after my doc's appointment today, so I wanted to throw those out here. No 3D print today. I got a lot to get through, and I'm slow because of my sling. So, but I did want to start off by saying thank you to one of the people that watch my channel. I did my BAM OG box, and they did for the enamel pins were Bill and Ted, and I was able to get the one, and I was saying in that video that I was hoping that I could maybe trade to at least get Rufus, because that was, I think, was the coolest. I would love to have the whole set, but I was hoping for just Rufus. Well, she contacted me after I posted the video and said, hey, I actually have all three. Let me see if I can show these to you, and would love to send them to you. So we've got the Rufus, the one I really wanted, George Carlin's character. So, and he was the 99. And then we've got this one here, which was the 250, and the one I got. So she actually sent me all three for free. So thank you very, very much. That was so awesome. I really appreciate it. These are going to look awesome on my vest with all the rest of my stuff. I am super stoked to have Rufus, because that, oh, love George Carlin, love that thing. So let's get into the pops. I did some trading, I did some pickups. I will start with the trade that I did. Well, I'll start with the first trade, because the other trade I'm going to save for last, because I am super stoked for that one. So I've already taken some of these out of the box because it's ridiculous trying to see me take them out. So I have the Amazing Spider-Man. This came out for the movie. The first one was okay. I'm a pretty big Spider-Man fan, and so I've been looking for this one for a little while. I just like the uniqueness of it. But the second Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man movie, I just did not like. The first one had a lot of issues in itself. I don't want to get into that because it's just a long drawn-out thing. I'll just say that they completely changed the origin story of his parents and stuff, and so it was weird. But the pop itself is pretty amazing looking. I really, really like this. It's got the old school pose. I love the gold eyes in this thing. But the sculpt itself is pretty good. It's pretty much the same basic, I'm trying to get it without the glare in there, suit, but the paint looks really good. The only issue I see is it looks like there's a little bit of glue residue on his leg on the inside, but it's not really noticeable. I didn't notice until I started taking it out of the package. So very, very cool. I really like this Spider-Man, so I was really happy to get the trade for that one. So then we will get into what was kind of the throwback to me, which I thought was amazing. They even announced these were going to be made. And so we have MacGyver, which is just awesome. I love MacGyver. I have the series on DVD. I've watched it many, many times. I loved, I'm going to forget what his name is, the guy that plays MacGyver. So, yeah, I just pretty forgot his name. But I loved him in Stargate SG-1 as well. I thought he was one of the best parts of that show. So MacGyver, and the pop itself is pretty plain and basic, but it is still amazing. So you've got the mullet, which looks great. He's holding his Swiss Army knife in his hand. He's got, the basic jacket there, blue pants. I mean, very simple pop, but it is great. I love this. It's definitely one that I love with the box. I think the box makes it that much better. It's not one that you'd really want to have out on display. There's not anything crazy behind his back or anything like that. It just looks great with the box. I love that they actually have his image on the back, so that is very, very cool. So the next one is a little bit bigger, but this is another one that I was just like, holy cow, I can't believe they're making this. And yeah, it is the Knight Rider kit, and as you can see back there, if I don't get my glare, there's the picture of Kit in the background, which is just amazing. So pretty plain. I picked this up at HQ. I don't know if these are out anywhere else yet, but I love the, ooh, almost dropped it. I love the box art they did on this thing. It is just awesome. Such a great, great box. And then the pop itself, just like the other one, it's very, very plain. So the wheels don't move. They did a pretty good job on the light in the front, kind of giving it that look that like it's moving, kind of give it the image that it's moving. So they did a pretty good job. He does not come out of here, so his head does move completely around, so you can display it whichever way you want. He's got the little Night Industries license plate, which you can't see, but I've got that license plate at the very top of my license plate wall back there. Wheels don't spin. The the rides themselves are pretty basic, but it is just the fact that we actually have a Knight Rider ride is awesome. I'm super happy. I actually would be okay if they came out with just him outside of the car. I think would be cool too. But it'd be pretty basic and plain. So then getting into, my sister came and got me for a little outing to go pop hunting because I've been kind of stir crazy. I can't drive or do anything like that. So she messaged me, said, hey, you want to go out and get out of the house and do the pop hunting? I was like, heck yeah, man, let's do this. So we went out and hit all kinds of places. She's never really gone serious pop hunting before like I do and my friends do and stuff. So I kind of took her on the crazy stop at this place and that place. And I mean, we hit a ton of places. Well, one of the places we hit was over where I live. It's called the Seattle Premium Outlets. There's like a Hot Topic over there. And I've gotten kind of lucky there. I've actually found 3 chases at that place. And so I was like, hey, let's just stop in and see. There wasn't really anything I was really searching for, but she was looking for a couple things not pop related, Sailor Moon related, because her daughter is a huge Sailor Moon fan. And so we went in there and I saw they were actually putting out the new Supernatural pop ride, which is the one that has Sam in it, and it's like dirty or whatever, but they did have a chase. Well, as she's putting them out, I just walked over and said, hey, you wouldn't happen to have one of the chases, would you, just kind of on a whim? And she did. So we have the Sam and Baby chase, and the big difference is, I don't know if I'll really be able to, Baby is actually metallic, kind of like a gunmetal chrome in there. So very cool. For me and most everybody that watches Supernatural, it's cool, it's a chase, that's awesome. It doesn't make sense for the show because Baby was never any kind of chrome or anything like that. It is cool looking. I love chrome pops, so I'm very happy to get it. I didn't think I was even, like I said, I thought it was just going to be like, no, we don't have it. But they did. And actually someone found one earlier that day there also. So I was just stoked to have it. The box is perfect, which is a lot of times with rides and stuff, the boxes get both these actually. The Knight Rider pop box was perfect too. So very happy to actually have this. Very cool. Like I said, I love the chrome stuff. Even though the chase really doesn't make a lot of sense for the show, it is still cool to have a chase from Hot Topic. I'm a big fan of chases in general. So I know some people don't care about the chases. This one, like I said, is not one I was going for, but it was cool to actually see it. I love Supernatural. I've watched every episode, but I think they missed a big opportunity. I know that a lot of the people that watched the Supernatural said there's lots of different versions they could have done. They could have done Sam in his car or like a different car for the chase instead of just doing a metallic or something different. Like the metallic doesn't make sense towards the show, but it's still a cool pop. I love the fact of having Sam in Baby, which is cool. So, but the biggest and coolest thing, I am so stoked to have this. I am extremely excited. I'm so glad for the trade the guy did with me because it was amazing trade in my favor. But so they had the Boxo funds came out, and I got like the black robot, I got the powder blue suit, Dumb and Dumber, and then I got the Danny Zuko white Letterman's jacket thing, that one. And so basically, I was putting them up for trade for the not the black robot, the other two, because they were like not really ones I collect, but the one that I wanted the most out of the whole thing was the glow in the dark green 8-bit Freddy, and I was able to do a trade to get this, and it's limited to 500. The glow on this is amazing, which I've already posted on my Instagram at NerdSmithing. I posted it the day I got it, which was last week, I believe, on Friday. Yeah, last week on Friday. So a close second to being is the blue glow-in-the-dark 8-bit, which I'm going to try and hopefully get my hands on. So the deal was amazing. He really wanted that Danny Zuko. So I was stoked that he was even willing to do the trade, because that Danny Zuko was like 5,000 pieces of 500. So I threw in a couple of glow-in-the-dark signs and some other stuff just because I was so happy that he was actually willing to do it. So yes, I am so grateful to have this guy in my collection. So grateful. This is so awesome. I do appreciate when collectors make trades. He really helped me out big time. So I cannot say enough for what he did. That was amazing. So that is it. That is the whole haul for everything that I got. Thank you everyone for liking and subscribing. If you haven't already liked and subscribed, go ahead and hit that like button. Hit the subscribe. I'm always uploading new content, even being bum shoulder. I'm still trying to get stuff out there. I know that I said I was only going to do the boxes, but I was so happy to get some of this stuff, and I'm just kind of wanting to make a video. Like, I get so bored, and I like making videos. So, yeah. So like I said, like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram at NerdSmithing to see anything. I posted some other 3D prints I've been working on, made some contacts, some other stuff that I'm working on. So yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with that. So yeah, as always, stay awesome, people.